When we make predictions with a logistic regression model, we end up with a probability of success. We need to be able to translate that into a success or failure prediction. It's possible for us to say to a manager, I'm 70% sure that this is going to happen, but when I want to predict many outcomes at one time, I need to officially translate those into classifications of successes and failures. One event in context, confidence might be important to us, 70% sure of something. But when it comes to 1,000 predictions, I need to put those into categories in order to better understand them. So in calculating P, we get that probability of success, the probability of a donation. And if that number is close to 1, then we're likely to see a donation. If that number is close to 0, we're unlikely to see a donation. But in order to predict, we need to classify. So logistic regression is really solving a classification problem. And classification is another word that you might hear when talking about logistic regression in your future analytical lives. So we're really classifying cases into successes and failures. We classified the 30-year-old into likely success, and we classified the 52-year-old into likely failure. The 30-year-old was very likely to donate with a probability of 0.99, and the 52-year-old was unlikely to donate with a probability of 0.0007. So we're going to use a rule to move from probabilities to predictions. In this class, we're always going to say if that probability of success is greater than 50%, we'll assign success, or in this case, donation. If the probability is less than 50%, we'll assign a failure or no donation. The rules can change. In your future, you might be studying something like diagnosis of a disease. And if you find that a person's probability of diagnosis is, say, 25 or 30%, you might say that warrants further investigation, and you're going to call that a success and send them on to the next phase of testing. Or in one example, from my industry career, we were studying trading rules, and we didn't want to change our order structure unless we were 80% confident that there was going to be a price change. So we can use different rules, but in this class, 50% or higher will be a success, and below 50% will be a failure.